Well, she's a mum, businesswoman, author, not to mention also, funnily enough, an international supermodel.
Miranda Kerr was the first Australian model to be a Victoria's Secret angel. She's married to Hollywood hunk Orlando Bloom and has a beautiful baby boy Flynn and released a best-selling book. Now she's here to launch a new range of hair and beauty therapy products. And Miranda is here. Miranda, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be back in New Zealand.
Because you're quite a fan of New Zealand, aren't you?
I love New Zealand. I was here a lot last year with Orlando when he was filming with Peter Jackson, and we had such a wonderful time.
I'm going to get straight into one of the questions that a lot of Kiwi women will be wanting me to ask.
Yes.
You are absolutely gorgeous. How hard do you have to work to look like you do?
Well, you know, I think it's about a balance. So it's about taking care of yourself, first of all, from the inside, not being too hard on yourself, so having a little bit of fun. I like to follow the 80% healthy, 20% indulgent rule. That's my general rule for everything.
What's being indulgent for you then?
You know, just not being so hard on yourself. If you feel like eating a French fry, have a French fry. But know that it's going to make your energy levels. So for me, it's all about energy levels. And keeping those energy levels up is really important for my job.
You know the answers to these things. I've just read them in your magazines.
He's got a whole stack of
Tony
magazines.
The magazines in. The answers are all here. Thou shalt nourish your body. Thou shalt stand up for your beliefs. Thou shalt learn to love exercise.
Exactly. Find things that work for you.
What works for you then, exercise-wise? Because I would imagine...
Pilates. Yoga. Hiking with Orlando and Flynn. It's something, like, I like to be outside in nature. And New Zealand, you're so blessed to have, I would almost say, almost my favourite country in the world.
Wow. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean you could possibly
Maybe
buy
one
property
day.
here? Or?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to live in New Zealand. I love it. It's just so beautiful.
You mentioned hiking just now with Orlando and Flynn, so apart from the fact you've adapted, you know, your exercise regime to obviously fit in with your family life, I guess that's something which you have to do, because how much time do you actually get to spend together? You're both
I'm so fortunate because I have chunks of time where I'm working and then I'll take chunks of time off. And it's really important to be in that moment and enjoy that moment with them. And when I was here in New Zealand, I had that time off and it was so nice to just be at home, be a mum, be a housewife, cook for Orlando, you know, enjoy the little, like, that's a little luxury for me to be able to do that. And I'm so grateful with my job that it enables me to have chunks of time off. But right now I've been on a chunk of time, you know, working.
Because it can be a stressful time with a newborn. I've just had a baby myself about 4 months ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. But your little boy, he is just stunning. And do you take him with you when you travel around?
Yeah, he's a little bundle of light, and he's such a good-natured, wonderful little boy. And this was a trip that I thought it wasn't in his best interest to bring him here with me, so he's with Daddy. And it's good for him to stay on that routine as much as possible. He would normally travels with me everywhere, but now he's 2, he's getting a bit older. You have to think what's in his best interest, and now I've stopped breastfeeding. I think it's good for him to be in that routine, and it's also good for Orlando to have that opportunity to have that one-on-one bonding time with me, because I must say he's a bit of a mummy's girl.
Oh, nice.
Let's talk
As
about...
all boys should be.
Absolutely. Yeah. let's talk about this extraordinary career you've had. I mean, did you always want to do this? Did you always want to be a supermodel? Because you started when you were really young.
Yeah, well, 13 I was discovered. I was actually 2 weeks off 14. And, you know, it just... I guess the most important thing for me at that time was finishing school, so I completed my high school education. After that, I went to Japan, and then I came back and I studied nutrition, and then I decided to go to Paris for a little bit, and then I came back. I was like, it was on and off for a while, and it wasn't something that I ever took too seriously. I just thought, why not travel, experience different cultures, experience the rest of the world, and meet these creative, you know, amazing people. And I've made a really great business out of it, and I'm able to do things that I really love and endorse products that I really believe in. Like, the reason why I'm here is for Clear shampoo, hair and hair beauty therapy, and it's a wonderful product. And they approached me, and I just said, oh, you know, I'd like to try it for a good month, and I tried it, and it really gave me the results that I was looking for. And in the profession that I'm in, it's necessary for my hair to be shiny, it needs to be lightweight, it can't be weighed down, and these products offered me that. So I'm really happy to have found these products and to be involved with them.
Because that organic way of living is something that is it embodies you, doesn't it? Because you're like that with your food, obviously with your products, everything, every part of your life you try to be organic, don't you?
Well, you try, like I said, the 80-20 rule. And it's not about being super strict with yourself. And obviously for my job, I have to wear makeup, I have to use hair care products that aren't necessarily organic. But I do have my own certified organic skincare line, Cora Organics, which I'm very proud of because I put, you know, my heart and soul into that. And yeah, it's all about a balance at the end of the day.
You are allowed French fries occasionally, so your favourite meal must surely be, I don't know,
a baked
good bit of Aussie tucker.
Probably, like, my favourite meal would be like my mum or my grandmother making me like a good roast.
Ooh,
roast
nice.
veggies with gravy and...
Well, you'd love roast lamb here in New Zealand, then
Oh,
you'd
yeah.
have to get onto that one.
That'd be delicious. Are you going to cook for me tonight?
Oh, well, I can cook you a roast lamb, I tell you.
Yeah, good.
Hey, you've had my roast lamb.
Yes, absolutely. You won't walk for a week.
No, you won't.
We'd roll in down the catwalk.
Yeah.
Having to wear the Victoria's Secret's underwear. Now, most women, I guess, get a little embarrassed when they're in their underwear, but you have to walk down in front of thousands of people and millions watching internationally. Do you still get nervous?
You know, you do a little bit. Of course, it's natural to get nervous, but I just try not to think about it too much, and I just say, oh, okay, let's just have fun, enjoy the music. They generally have live performances, and you just get into that and you just go for it, because it is what it is. At that point, there's no turning back. When you're standing there and you're ready to get out there, you might as well enjoy yourself.
But it will prepare you well for what I believe, after my deep research into the magazines this morning, to maybe think about acting when you give up the catwalk. And so getting that self-confidence now will hold you in good stead, no doubt. Is that what you really want to do now?
No, it's...
They had it wrong in cosmetics. Cosmopolitan. Sorry.
No, the acting is something that, you know, if there was someone that approached me and said, oh, we'd love you to do this, then of course I'd consider it. But I literally, you know, am so busy with my schedule. I've got my second book coming out. I have my skincare line, which I'm the founder of, the managing director of. So, and I'm endorsing products like Clear that I really believe in. So I have a lot on my plate as it is, and I'm actually going more into a businesswoman, which is something that I'm really proud of, because my business is growing and we're shipping like internationally now, and it's an exciting...
You've got Orlando to do your acting anyway.
That's right.
You've got an actor in the family.
And he does it so well. I'm very proud of him.
He certainly does. Very quickly, this horrible news overnight about the South African athlete being charged with the murder of Reeva Steenkamp. Is that would she be a model you'd ever come across?
I actually haven't
heard
of her, no.
Okay.
But that is very sad.
It sure is.
Terrible news.
Really
Sorry
good.
for ending it on a down note.
Yeah,
That's all right.
What about we
Sorry,
end on something
Miranda.
good?
Hey, I'll get the roast lamb organised for you. That's something good.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you so
fantastic.
much for having me.
Thanks for having us,
Yeah,
Miranda.
thank you very much for coming. Huge honour for us both. Bring Orlando next time. Be great to
I
meet
will.
you.
And Flynn.
Yeah.
Thanks.